Arkansas state parks offer a diverse array of activities. Some feature great hiking or camping, others bring great fishing or even golf. DeGray Lake Resort State Park has it all. Today we share the history and the variety of activities of this amazing place to visit. Trail cleanup is a fun and necessary activity, and it's even closer than you think. Today we share tips on protecting nature on greenbelts in the city. It's all part of this edition of Arkansas's Great Outdoors. Arkansas is blessed with over 50 state parks. If you're looking for a state park that has so many activities it will take you days to do them all, DeGray Lake Resort State Park is for you. We're here with Rihanna Nelson, our park interpreter for DeGray Lake Resort State Park. And this is the only resort state park in the state, is that right?
Yes, ma'am, that is correct.
Will you please tell us a little bit about the history of this place?
I would love to. So as you can see behind us is beautiful DeGray Lake. In my opinion, this is probably one of the most iconic views in the park. You have beautiful DeGray Lodge just framing this whole area. And so I always recommend, even if you're not staying at the lodge, you got to come check out the back lawn. It is just stunning, as we can see. But a little bit about the history. So this lake should be turning 53 this next year. I guess that's tomorrow, right?
That's how old I am.
It's not a very old lake. It's recent history. And so construction for the lake actually started in 1963 and it was completed in 1972. It was quite an expensive project back in the day. It was $64 million. So
that's a lot of money. Even today that would be a lot, but back then it was incredibly a lot.
Yes, I always use an inflation calculator for when I'm doing tours, and I'll let them know like that's 500 million in today's money.
Wow.
So they definitely thought it was a very worthwhile project, and I think I agree. The Ouachita Mountains kind of frame everything else in place. And so I like to say that this park is a place where the beautiful, rugged Ouachita Mountains meet the Caddo River's crystal clear waters. And I mean, adventure is just up to your imagination as far as how far you want to go and what you want to do. So
it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. We brought our sons here for a spring break trip once, and it's one of our favorite memories. And the park interpreter took us on a ferry ride across to the island and showed us the owls and different remnants of their work, things like that. It was really fascinating.
But yeah, we take people across the lake, and a big tour boat holds about 30 people. And it's a good way to get a little bit of everything. You get the sunset experience, and I will say DeGray has some of the most beautiful sunsets I've ever seen in my life. It is just stunning.
That's really fun. You mentioned the owls. What kind of other birds can you expect to see here?
Well, this time of year, the big feature is the bald eagles. So I keep them just like wanting one to fly out behind us right now. That'd be perfect. That's the big bird that we have this time of year. But other than that, we have hawks, we have different kinds of waterfowl you can expect this time of year. Loons that like to frequent the lake in the winter.
I'm curious about the Caddo tribe. Can you tell us a little bit more about them?
Yes, absolutely. So we gotta step a little bit back in time. They would have been here as early as AD 700 or 700 AD, which is quite some time ago. And the lake wouldn't have been here since it's man-made, but if you can vision with me, looking across the lake here would have been the main river channel.
Okay.
And so they would have lived in these beautiful foothills in this area with the Caddo River, which is, the namesake of the river is the Caddo Indian people.
Right.
And so they were heavy in agriculture. They did, beans, corn, squash. They were also hunter-gatherers. And they would have been the ones that Hernando de Soto encountered in 1541 when he made his expedition through here.
The electric cooperatives of Arkansas treasure our amazing outdoors like we do. And each week they bring tips from the experts on how to enjoy the outdoors safely. Here's this week's topic.
Hi, my name's Kirsten Bartlow with the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission. I'm here today to talk about being prepared before getting on the water. One of the most important things you can do is file a float plan. If you're paddling alone or even with friends, let someone know where you're going and when you plan to be back. From there, the most crucial thing is your life jacket. Here in Arkansas, kids 12 and younger are required to wear a life jacket, but all of us should put one on. The U.S. Coast Guard's most recent data shows that 85% of people that have been in a boating accident and had a fatality, they did not have their life jacket on. It's the key piece of equipment. It doesn't need to lay in the bottom of the kayak. They're stylish now, they have beautiful colors, so keep that life jacket on your body. Other things important to bring along, a dry bag. This is where you can put your keys, your phone, your wallet, all of those things that if you end up in the water, you don't want those at the bottom of the river as well. Rivers change throughout the day, especially if we get rain. Your cell phone doesn't always work. Bring a weather radio. These can give you weather conditions right where you are on the river. Put that in your dry bag. And also a first aid kit is really important to bring along just in case there is an accident while you're along the river. Dry bags can be rolled shut, click tight, and connected to your canoe or kayak so you'll have a really safe day on the water.
When Arkansas's Great Outdoors returns, we visit with some local gardeners who want to protect the nature that's right in their suburban neighborhoods.
Arkansas's Great Outdoors is brought to you by Bad Boy Mowers, by Visit Hot Springs, America's first resort, by the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, by Bank OZK, Greater awaits, by Vexus Boats, and by Certified Arkansas Baitfish, the safe bait.
Nature is found everywhere in Arkansas, from the Ozarks to the Delta and the Timberland region. Nature is also found in our cities on those precious greenbelts which offer beautiful getaways in neighborhoods, like the greenbelt right here. A group in North Little Rock is learning how to protect and preserve the woods in their city.
We are on the 5 Mile Creek Trail. It is in the central Arkansas area, right here in North Little Rock, Arkansas, in the Overbrook community. It runs from the John F. Kennedy Boulevard all the way down to North Hills Boulevard and is a little bit less than a mile.
So today we're working on removing a lot of vines. We've got a lot of invasive vines that are smothering out our trees. We've got a lot of English ivy. We have some issues with privet as well.
And we go in and clean that up, try to get the trees where they can breathe again. And then once we get that taken care of, then we're going to try to plant native trees, native shrubs.
This is a really great community-wide project. We are partnering with the City of North Little Rock, the Mayor's Youth Council, and actually the workers that you see behind me are the Master Naturalists of Central Arkansas.
The Master Naturalists is a volunteer organization. They do anything from trail work to native gardens. They do water quality stewardship, anything that improves the environment, they've got their hands on.
We just brainstormed on how we could get together and work as a group to improve the environment. When we did that, we actually ended up forming a group called WOW. It's called Working Our Watershed, which is exactly what this is. And we meet once a week during the appropriate months at 9 a.m. on Tuesdays. And they come out and they cut invasive vines, guided by the Master Naturalists and myself. And we've been able to save hundreds of trees. It's been fantastic.
In this particular instance, it's got potential to just be beautifully wonderful. And the way that we can do that is to help this forest from being invaded by invasive species. And that's just so important to me. And I just retired 2 years ago, so this is where I want to be, outside doing things and saving the trees. Perfect.
It's a really good way to get to know people and make new connections. It's also feels like important work. There's a difference between good environmental habitat and bad habitat, and so it needs manpower. There's not a lot of resources. The only resources we have is each other. It's really good to get with people that are really passionate about the environment and trying to make a difference, and it's good to get up and get moving and put some of the work in because it's very rewarding. You can see the progress that you're making right in front of you.
You know, I think it's limitless, just like this beautiful trail that's always growing and changing and bringing new things. I think that WOW can do the same. We started, like I said, with a cup of tea and a couple of cookies and a group of people who wanted to see big things happen. And here we are, meeting every Tuesday, and we have volunteers from age 17 to 73. So I think that that's really the heart of WOW, is just involving our community to make it a more beautiful and enjoyable space for everyone here in the Central Arkansas area.
We're standing on the trail those women were working on, and it looks beautiful. Perhaps there's a trail in your neighborhood that you really enjoy with a group waiting for you. Whether deep in the woods or on one of these city greenbelts, here's a hiking tip from our expert Mallory Lindsay from Bad Boy Mowers.
When hiking on the trails, safety is always number one. If you happen to be hiking a trail that you're not familiar with, or maybe has multiple trails on it, go ahead and take a picture of the map. Another great safety tip is leave a map in your glove box with the trail that you're taking highlighted. This way, whoever comes to find you will have a great starting point. Now, don't let your guard down just because it's a 1 to 2 mile day hike. In fact, most people get in trouble when it is just a day hike. Think about it, right? When you're doing a long hike, you're more prepared, you have more supplies, but when it's an easy day hike, you probably take less water, less layers of clothes, and this is where you can get in trouble. Just a simple wrong turn can lead a 1 to 2 mile hike into a 15, 16 mile hike. So always be prepared. There's essentials that you should have in your backpack all the time to do safety, shelter, food, and water.
Arkansas's Great Outdoors is brought to you by Bad Boy Mowers, by Visit Hot Springs, America's first resort, by the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, by Bank OZK, Greater awaits, by Vexus Boats, and by Certified Arkansas Baitfish, the safe bait.
Be sure and follow us on social media to help tide you over until our next program. Each day, we promise to bring you inspirational photos and videos celebrating our great outdoors. It's a bright spot on your social media feed every day. Just log on to Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube and search Arkansas's Great Outdoors, and you'll always have something positive to lift you up every day. Let's head back to DeGray Lake just outside of Arkadelphia, a state park which offers just about anything a family can ask for. One of our most precious memories was bringing our boys here to camp at DeGray Lake Resort State Park. Will you tell us a little bit about these campgrounds?
Yes, absolutely. So we're standing in Camp Area B. I know we've had a few opportunities to see the water and be near the water, but we do have these beautiful wooded areas as well, like Camp Area B, Camp Area A, which we passed on the way here, and then other areas like C and even DeRoche that you get those waterfront opportunities. So there's a little bit of everything for everyone. There's 113 campsites. We have 3 yurts, which if you didn't know, that stands for year-round universal recreational tent.
Okay.
So they have 3 bunk beds in there and they come with a few amenities.
What would you say to someone who's a little bit nervous about camping for the first time?
I would encourage them to come out anyways. Our parks are moving in a direction to try to offer more and more opportunities to learn these outdoor skills like camping. I know a couple years ago I went to Lake Catherine State Park and it's called WOW, Women Outdoors Weekend, where we taught women specifically how to camp, how to do different outdoor skills and build that confidence, and then take that confidence to any place, any other Arkansas State Park you may like. So I would say just stay tuned. There's some, some things happening, some changes coming, and we're hoping to be able to invite you and your family here to learn how to set up a tent, learn how to do outdoor cooking and those sorts of things, and then take that and make your own memories with your family.
When is the busiest time of year for DeGray Lake Resort State Park?
I would definitely say the summer season, like end of spring into the summer when school is letting out and all the families are coming out here and people are starting up their summer vacations. We definitely are a summer vacation destination. And so it's funny because what seems very calm right now actually, just explodes in the summertime. You'll have people setting up canopies out here early in the morning, getting ready for a fun day of swimming and grilling. And I just like to drive through here sometimes. You can just smell the aroma of people cooking their burgers and hot dogs and just getting ready to have a great time.
How large is this park?
This park is, I'm trying to get exact here, it's around 934 acres. It's pretty widely laid out. If you looked at a park map, from the beginning of the park all the way to Caddo Bend can take 10 to 15 minutes to get here. So you gotta plan ahead, make sure you wanna get to places on time. But it's around, 934 acres. A few hundred of that is the golf course, because we do have a 18-hole golf course here.
Nice.
One of 2 state parks to have it, so another good reason to come here and golf.
And if you're not great at golf, you also have a disc golf course, is that right?
Yes, we do have disc golfing. It is also, I don't know if you call it 18-hole, 18 baskets, I suppose. I've enjoyed that myself, going after work on beautiful days like this and enjoying it. But it's really a year-round kind of activity to do. So
very fun. So you can golf, you can disc golf, you can camp, you can kayak, swim, fish, hiking.
We have 5 trails here. We actually have a water kayaking trail. So it's a marked trail that's 3 miles. And you can rent a kayak, you can come on a kayak tour with me in the summer, into the fall as well, and do that.
Arkansas's Great Outdoors is brought to you by Bad Boy Mowers, by Visit Hot Springs, America's first resort, by the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, by Bank OZK, Greater awaits, by Vexus Boats, and by Certified Arkansas Baitfish, the safe bait.
One thing you'll notice about our fiberglass Vexus boats is the shape of the holes. The shape of the hull is actually rounded on the outside. That's going to allow for a softer entry into the water. It's going to make the boat drier.
The way that they have it shaped, it pushes the water out away from the boat.
The VX20 is the smoothest riding boat out there.
Oh, it's the #1 boat on the water.
And that didn't happen by accident. That's a credit to our engineering team, and they've put a product that's unlike anything else on the water.
The process of building the hulls, it comes from 50+ years of craftsmen.
There's guys that's been doing this since 1968.
The way we've designed the hulls to shed the water and move it away from the boat also keeps that boat from, when you're hitting away, from crashing through it. It cuts through it, so you're not hitting a hard stop. It moves the water away and up and out.
I've taken this boat in big water, and I've yet to spear a wave. I've yet to get wet in it.
I fished a lot of big water, Lake Erie, Green Bay, and the way that this boat is handled in those rough conditions has been phenomenal.
Being able to eat up rough water, whether you're in a bass boat or in a DVX on the Great Lakes, these hulls are made for that.
The deep V, the dead rise in the bow, the way it turns into the pad in the back, the step that causes us to have a great hole shot and, enhanced performance on the top end, all of those things are kind of melded together.
Another thing you'll notice about a fiberglass Vexus is our forked front end. It gives you extra width up there where we fish at.
It really allows Vexus to bring that extra space and that real estate right up here.
There's nothing like riding in a Vexus. When they get in that surround of that big hull and the big front deck, it's kind of like being in a sports car.
The ride is just outstanding.
Probably the best ride I've been in a bass boat.
That is the smoothest ride I've ever been on.
Thumbs up, love it. You can't help but like it.
Whether you're talking a VX bass boat or a DVX big water walleye boat, you can be confident that what we're building in this plant is the best out there.
We're here in Salt Lake City at the Outdoor Retailer Convention, where companies from all over the world come to debut their brand new products. While the convention is closed to the public, we as media get to go inside and give you a sneak peek. We're here with Kelsey at Aurora. Kelsey, you make heated apparel. I didn't even know that existed.
Yes, I know, it's super exciting. So we are Aurora, we're America's #1 choice in heated apparel. We're celebrating our 10-year anniversary this year.
Congratulations.
Thank
That's
you.
Really great.
So just to start off, moms all over the country are gonna love this. Everything is machine washable, which is fantastic. And what we have here are a handful selection. So this is one of our classic vests, 2 quilted vests, men's and women's. So the way our jackets work is we actually have a rechargeable battery that you plug in and its own pocket, so you won't lose it, and also it makes it easy to keep it stable. You turn the battery on. There's even an extra plug in the battery if you need to charge your phone on the go. So we have a specific technology. So based on the jacket, we have what we call different heating zones. So you can actually search for a product that we have based on the zones you want to make sure that are heated. So this one in front of us, I believe, is the upper back, and then also the hand pockets are heated.
Okay.
So if you want to turn the heat on, great. All you do is plug in the battery, and then you'll hold this Aurora button down for 3 seconds. It will turn red when it turns on, and within 3 to 5 seconds, depending on the layers you have underneath your vest, you should feel the heat start to turn up in 3 to 5 seconds.
Okay.
And then from there, if the hot heating setting is too much, we also have a medium and low heating setting. And then of course you can also wear it without the heat on.
Just turn it off
and just turn it off
altogether.
and wear it like a normal vest. And it's also a great option if you don't want to wear too many layers, right? In those cold seasons, you can almost feel a little bulky. So it's great to only have to wear maybe 1 or 2 layers, but also when you're traveling, this is a great option. If you're cold in the airport.
I could have used one on the plane on the way here, I would say that.
And in your bag, if you don't have that much space, it's super easy to fold these up and pack them or wear it on the plane, and then you save that much more room in your bag as well.
Wow, so, and even with the coils inside,
yes,
it's machine washable.
Yes,
that's great.
Definitely.
Okay.
So this is one of our more heavy duty jackets. So again, if you are a fisherman, hunting, angler, and it's in winter, this is perfect for you. So we also have our buttons in different spots based on the design and also just for functionality, right? So with this jacket, we actually have it on the side. So here you will see 2 buttons. If you want to warm up your core, then you will hold down the Aurora button, and then you'll see an A for arms. If you hold that down, you can warm up the arms. What's great about it, if you want all of them going at once, you can do that.
Right.
Or if you want to focus on a specific area. So this is also part of our Sure Warm collection. So there's actually 2 batteries you can use for 20 hours of warmth.
Oh, nice. So just about everyone we know in Arkansas has a dog.
Oh, yes.
Will you tell us about this product?
Sure. So humans may not be the only ones that need a little layer and extra warmth, especially in the winter. So we actually have a heated dog vest here. It works the same as our human apparel. So there is a little pocket here for a battery, and it operates the same way. You turn the button on and it still has the 3 heating settings, the same as our other apparel, and it has heating zones that go all around here. We even have a little pocket here if you have a runner and you need to put an air tag on your dog or something similar. And then what's great is if you prefer to use a harness with your dog, we also make sure that we have a specific pocket for that, so it's easy to attach and ease of movement for the pup as well.
We thank you for watching today's program. We love bringing you the outdoors every week. It is our hope to inspire you to get outside no matter what your experience level and enjoy everything that awaits you outside that door. Today, you got to meet Rihanna at DeGray Lake Resort State Park and hear about all of the amazing activities at this state park. You can hike, camp, learn history, golf, disc golf, fish, and stay in a fun resort complete with a great restaurant in one beautiful location. Protecting nature is important, and for those who live around greenbelts or city parks, the folks in North Little Rock showed us how to take care of the woods in the city. We thank our stations for bringing this program to you every week. We thank our sponsors for making this show possible, and most of all, we thank you for watching. We really appreciate your support. We will see you next week somewhere in Arkansas's great outdoors.